Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Strategy 703, the one and only Jolteon of gaming, coming back again with some more Pokemon Showdown action. This is to go over our Week 4 match against Mr. Spider and the Utah Hoots. Link to his channel will be in the description of this video. And for this video, I decided I'll just go over the team builder because I actually kept the team this time. So, just to go over some prep that I did bring for this Week 4 match. As a reminder, before we go into it, we were at 1-2, and at that point we were in second place in our division. But this is our chance to redeem ourselves. We can go at 500 to finish off Week 4 and just kind of get better for our division. And as an update for the division, actually, our Week 2 opponent. The Mumbai Multaries actually lost their next 2 games, so they're now 2-2. So if we can get 2-2, we'll actually be in pretty good competition. But anyway, I'm just gonna go over what I brought. Sorry about that. I've been getting over a bit of a cold right now. Let's see. Let's see about this. Just a second. Pardon me. Just gonna go over his team so that everyone knows what his team is like consisting of, I guess. Yeah, sorry, this is taking a bit. I need to do the thing. Alright, just go over Mr. Spider's team. He had Azelf, Mega Charizard X, Claydol, Cofagrigus, Gengar, Heracross, Kling Clang, Lapras, Registeel, Sylveon, Rotom-Heat, and Whimsicott. So this is not exactly my favorite team, but luckily it was something that I was actually really confident going up against because, as you can probably tell just based on some of the mons that I listed, Sharpedo kind of rips through pretty much every mon of that team. With the amount of like dark weaknesses that his team has, Crunch does a lot. Earthquake takes pretty good care of the steel types, and Charizard S doesn't even like taking an Earthquake from a choice banded Sharpedo. Poison Jab for the fairy types, Waterfall for Rotom-Heat, you know. And I mean, I don't really do much to Lapras with this thing, but at the same time, the Lapras isn't going to be doing much to me either. It's just going to be freeze-drying me, and that I did is clean up with anything else, like Mamoswine or Magmortar. And I brought Life Orb Magmortar. This was a pretty tough decision for me. I brought Clear Smog for the Zardex in case it decided to set up, because I didn't know, like, you never know, late game. I thought Life Orb was the best play. And as you can see, I am running it naive, not timid. I didn't really care much about my special defense. But I did want to make sure that this thing hit hard. Lava Plume, Flame Charge was also a thing that I was hoping I could use at some point. But yeah, you'll see if that comes into fruition. Next, we have Mamoswine. This thing is Sash in case the Zard does decide to set up, and I don't get burned, hopefully. Then I can just kill it. It goes up against Registeel pretty well. I mean, it's a Mamoswine. It's very offensive. Knockoff, Icicle Crash, and Stone Edge as well. Knockoff for all those Dark-type weaknesses. Icicle Crash to get rid of stuff like the Claydol, which might have been troublesome. And again, Stone Edge for like the Rotom-Heat and for the Lapras. Joffrey the Jellicent. We're going to try it again, even though we got destroyed last week. Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Ball, Scald, Recover. He has Culver Berry this time. For stuff like the Azelf, in case it decides to run like Knockoff. In hindsight, I feel like I probably should have run a berry to resist ghost types, but you never know. I'm not gonna talk about the game really yet. Then we brought Starmie as well. Defog, Ironhead, Brave Brute, Stealth Rock. He's Keen-Eye. I must have done that by accident. I meant to put him as sturdy, but I mean, having no accuracy reduction could have been helpful. You never know. Really, Sand Attack? I don't know if Sand Attack Claydol's a thing. But yeah, you got Ironhead for the steel types. You got Brave Bird. Just to hit stuff like Whimsicott. to do a lot of damage to the Azelf, to do a lot of damage to Charizard. And then last, we brought Confi, our Porygon 2. First match we're bringing Confi, and I was really excited. Thunder Wave, Recover, Shadow Ball, Fire, Hidden Power, Fire. Didn't need to try that because there were so many Ghost types. Shadow Ball hits a lot of that stuff as well, like the Claydol, the Azelf, the Gengar, the Cofagrigus, doesn't even like it. T-Wave for speed control, and HP Fire for some of the Steel types, and all that. But anyway, I'm just going to go right into the match. And here's the replay. So, you can see his team that he brought on the bottom. He brought Gengar, Lapras, Charizard, Sylveon, Registeel, and Claydol. So, right off the bat, I'm not sure what he's going to do, but I'm expecting the Registeel. So, I was expecting, like, Registeel, so I wanted to just kind of trade Ross to start off. But instead he sends out the Charizard, which does not bode well for me. I'm just going to set up my Ross anyway. But he's just going to D-dance in my face. I'm just going to go into Joffrey, and he double D-dances. And then he kills me with Thunder Punch. So he brought for Jellicent pretty well. And for the second game in a row, Jellicent just goes down without doing anything. I'm about to get swept. He gets a crit, but I have the Sash. And I don't get burned, and the Mamoswine kills the Charizard S, which is huge, because otherwise I probably just would have lost the game right off the bat. Because I'm sure, like, a +2 Thunder Punch is going to kill Magmortar, even if he didn't have Earthquake, which I'm pretty sure that he would have. Sharpedo's dead. Skarmory's dead. So, like, not getting burned here was super important, but... So thank you, Mamoswine, for just hanging in there, and he gets a kill on top of that. I'm just going to go into my Skarmory, and I take that Hyper Voice pretty well. In the chat, he says he has the run item on Sylveon, but based on that damage, like, it's pretty obviously Spets. So he brought Spets Sylveon, which I figured out pretty quickly. And he has to switch him to his Registeel, and I just go for the Iron Head. I'm not going to overpredict there. Getting rid of the Sylveon would be nice. Here I'm just going to go into my Magmortar, because I don't know what this thing wants to do to me. He decides to set up a Curse, and I get a free Lava Plume off, which is awesome. And I get the burn, which is actually super important as well. It actually comes into play later on in the match. But I got the burn on the Registeel, which means that he isn't really able to switch it in to this thing anymore. And just, Magmortar is doing so much damage to his team. The poison getting tossed kind of sus, but at the same time. And then he reveals that he's Scarf Lapras. Which means I'm dead from Life Orb. I actually thought that the Scarf Lapras set was pretty cool. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't kill, so we still get the kill onto the Lapras, and I just switch in my Porygon 2. Not trying to overpredict or anything. There's no point in T-waving this thing. I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Ball. He's gonna Sludge Wave me, but I'm Porygon 2. I really don't care. I take 30% from that, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. In comes the Sylveon. It's gonna Hyper Voice, and I'm just gonna recover. Oh, I'm gonna T-wave first, right? I'm gonna T-wave first, and then I'm gonna recover. Because I don't want to get outsped on my Skarmory. And I'm just going to whittle this thing down. He doesn't really have anything for P2 at this point. But I switch out, he switches out, goes into this Claydol. It's really important to note that he could have had Thunderbolt in this Claydol. So this may have been a bit of a risky play, but he just goes for another substitute. And I'm just going to Brave Bird. Skarmory dying now wouldn't be too big of a deal because the Sylveon is paralyzed. But the way that he switched out right there suggests to me that he doesn't have Thunderbolt or Ice Beam or anything. Like, he's probably just like a defensive Claydol. But, Skarmory just kills off the Registeel right there. He's going to bring in the Sylveon. At this point, it's pretty obvious that he's lost. No offense, that crit didn't matter. And he's going to start setting up coal mines, and now I'm just definitely sure that he has nothing for the Skarmory. So I'm just going to stay in, and Skarmory's going to clean up the game, and we get a 4-0. So we're 2-2 now. I'm just going to skip through that. He reveals the Earth Power, so Rapid Spin, Earth Power, Substitute, Calm Mind. Nothing, absolutely nothing for the Skarmory at all. And that's GG. Okay. So, good game to Mr. Spider. It was really fun, actually. I liked some of the sets that he brought. I thought it was actually really really bold to use Zardat's first turn and double dance on my Switch. I thought that was pretty interesting. Though I am glad that I did bring Focus Sash, and that allowed me to just not get Sit-Zowed right at the very beginning of the game. Otherwise, I think some of his prep was a little weird. He did admit that he probably should have gotten leftovers on the Sylveon. Though, to be fair, I don't really think it mattered. P2 kind of walled it. But yeah, so that was the game. And now we're 2-2. We're still in contention. We're in that second playoff spot right now. And yeah, so our Week 5 matchup is against another person in our division. His name is Doom. Has a pretty good team. Very excited to play him sometime this coming week. And yeah, so that's it. The Inner Milotic get another game under their belt, another win, and we're still fighting for that playoff spot. So yeah, until next time, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.